Good day, everyone. My name is Tan Horan, and with the entry number 301235, and this is my analytical evaluation of Facebook as a social computing system for STTHK3023 collaboration and social computing. So for this presentation, I will walk through seven areas: an introduction to the Facebook, its social software and technology, how it processes social information, its design strengths and weaknesses, two purpose improvement, and its social impact, and finally a conclusion and reflection on the. Let me introduce first what is the Facebook. Facebook is a social media launched in 2004, founded by Mark Zuckerberg, originally just for Harvard students. Today, it has around 3.07 billion monthly active users, making it the largest social networking platform in the world. Its core purpose is connecting people, community, and business through profile, page, group, and personalized newsfeed, while also supporting social commerce through marketplace and shop. Looking at who actually use the Facebook, actually is the adult age 25 to 34 are the largest age group, and together with 35 to 44 group. User aged 25 to 44 make up over 40% of the platform. Also, India is the largest market with 581.6 million users, followed by the US, which is 279.8 million users. Interestingly, growth is faster in Southeast Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa, while North America and Western Europe are slightly declining. So, Facebook today functions less like a yacht platform and more like a major general-purpose social hub. The main form of interaction on Facebook has across several surfaces. First is new feed for post reaction, comment, share, and tag. Second is group for community discussion. The third is messenger for private and group messaging. The fourth is the page for business to user communication. And the fifth is marketplace, which alone reached over 800 million monthly users for peer-to-peer commerce. Okay, so why the Facebook is the social computing system, not just a content platform? This is because the Meta have four-step new feed ranking process from their own documentation. So the first step is the inventory, which gathering the available posts. The second step is signal, which analyze the hundred of thousands of the behavioral signal. And the third is the prediction, which estimate how likely you are interact with the post. And the fourth one is the score, which ranking based on predicted relevance. This cycle repeat every single time you open the app, and your past behavior continually shape what you will see next. And the feedback loop is really the defining trait of the social computing system. Okay, so Facebook also support the collaboration and the collective intelligence. For the group, the member co-create the discussion, share resources, and build shared norm around the common interest. The Facebook also aggregate the like, share, and comment signal to crowdsource what the content is socially significant. For the event, it also enable the large-scale coordination for real-world gathering. So the Facebook is not just a space for individual self-expression, but it is a system through which users continually share knowledge. Moving into the section 2, it is the social software. The user profile has anchoring the friend graph and build the trust before the user engage with each other, unlike the anonymous platform. For the following and the page linking, also let the user to build the asymmetric interest-based relationship without needing the mutual friendship. The Facebook also provide the core interaction tool, for example, posting to initiate the conversation, the commenting to sustain via the tweet reply, and sharing to extend the reach of the post, and the reaction which provide the 7 type of richer sentiment data than the simple like. So it can tell us whether you love something, found it funny, or felt sad about it. The Facebook has provided the group to create the bounded space topic focused norm separated from the main feed. It also provides the hashtag to let the user self-classify their own content as searchable metadata. On the AI part, the Facebook introduced the AI mode search to synthesize the answer from the post, group, and the reel. And for the generative editing, the Facebook have provided the AI editing tool for the user, while not directly social, but indirectly drive more posting activity. So these features shape the interaction by structuring how, where, and with whom user engage. For the social commerce, Facebook also provides the market space. The market space is act as the discovery and communication layer, but not the payment processor. The buyer and the seller is connected and negotiate inside the Facebook social infrastructure, then arrange the payment independently. The Facebook also has provide the AI auto reply, which can allow the seller to enable the AI draft response using the price, availability, and pick out location. Besides on that, the AI generated seller trust summary that extend the trust building into the social graph itself and not just star rating. Moving into the section 3, the social information processing. The tagging and the hashtag is attached the structured metadata to unstructured content. So the tagging is tagging someone link content to their profile will influence whose feed it appear in. And the hashtag let the user self-classify the content into the searchable topic. So both of these techniques will giving the structured metadata to the unstructured content, and this structured metadata will be used in the social search and the recommendation system. And for the social search, the Facebook has provided the AI mode to draw from the social graph such as the post, group, and the reel from the people you are connected to. So it is using the result is shaped by the social proximity, not just the keyword matching like a traditional search engine. Facebook recommendation engine is a hybrid system. They have using the collaborative filtering, content-based filtering, and the context-aware filtering. So for the collaborative filtering, suggest the content based on the similar user behavior. Content-based filtering match the topic you already engaged with, and the context-aware recommendation factor in your location. Importantly, Meta also use survey-based feedback deliberately reduce the weight given to raw follower count, an explicit attempt to counter the rich get richer bias common in engagement-based system. All of these run on user trace, include the like, click, watch time, save, share, search, hide, and report. All is collected by the Facebook. And as the December 2025, Meta expanded this even further. Conversation with Meta AI chat now used as an additional personalization signal. The sensitive topic like health or political view are excluded from ad targeting specifically, but may still inform broader personalization, showing just how far the social information processing now reach. Moving to the section 4, the design space, we want to discuss the design strength and weaknesses of the Facebook. On the strength side, Facebook has provided the multi-surface design such as the feed, group, messenger, marketplace on one social graph. The Facebook also provides the balanced recommendation with using the hybrid filtering to balance the relevant with discovery. Also, the Facebook has provided the surface-based feedback to counter rich get richer popularity bias. The Facebook also have used the negative signal to reduce the unwanted content, not just the engagement maximizing. The first witnesses of the Facebook is the echo chamber and the filter bubble. A 2025 systematic review by Ahmad and colleagues found Facebook research strongly linked to the political polarization, with algorithms amplifying ideological homogeneity. However, it worked presenting both sides. The Retweeter Institute found that the algorithmic ranking on the social platform actually produced slightly more diverse news explore than self-selection alone, and that strong echo chamber mainly affect a small, highly engaged minority. So the honest verdict is this is real but uneven risk, shaped as much by individual self-selection as by the algorithm itself. The second weakness is information overload. The Facebook draw from an enormous inventory of content that far exceeds what anyone could realistically process. A study by Zhang in 2023 described this as an information war, where the sheer density of content actually limit rather than expand generously access to information, forcing the user into a shallow skimming instead of real engagement. So moving to section 5, the proposed improvement of the Facebook. First, I propose adding an diversity rating signal to the existing recommendation model, periodically surfacing the content outside a user typical pattern. This inspired by Google News full coverage feature, shown here, which the deliberately surface multiple outlets on the same story. The goal is not to override the personalization entirely, just a modulus, well-calibrated signal to prevent the feed from becoming a closed ecosystem. Second, I propose the user-facing feed density control, a simple, focused, balanced, and full 2G that let the user directly adjust how much content the algorithm surface. Right now, users have no control over content volume at all. This directly targets the overload problem from Zhang research and reflects the core social computing principle. Systems should support user agency, not just optimize the engagement metric. Now, for the section 6, the social impact. On the privacy, the Facebook collect the extensive behavioral data which raise the real concern. But this same data is what power the personalization user expect. On the addition and over-engagement, the engagement optimized the design drive habitual use. And while the opt-in activity dashboard exists, which allow the user to monitor their usage of the app, but the actual effect is limited. And on community formation, the group enable the connection for niche and geographically sketched community they might otherwise have no way to organize. But the same structure can also reinforce the echo chamber as we discussed earlier. To conclude, Facebook is far more than a simple platform. It's a continuously operating social computing system that captures, processes, and feedback social behavior at scale. Its strengths and weaknesses stem from a very same underlying design. A system built to learn from human behavior will inevitably amplify both the best and worst of it. I think the real challenge for platforms like Facebook going forward is not building a smarter AI, it is building systems with explicit commitment to diversity, user agency, and well-being, built into a architecture itself, not added on as an afterthought. Thank you.